I used to wish upon a star, but stars can't hear, they're much too far. Instead I've learned to wish upon a star.
Hey beautiful soul stars, welcome into Starlight, Starbright, Oracle and Tarot. Wishing you love, light and good fortune today and every day for you and your loved ones. This is a divinely protected space and all dark energy sent back to sender. Blessings. Okay, what does the universe have planned for you next? Career, finances, relationship? Let's get into it. Starting with angel prayers. Thank you. Career, finance. Oh, career. Trust your vibes. Finance. Don't hate, meditate. Finances and relationships. Relationships. Whoop. The divine physician. And focus your mind. That's interesting. Okay. So you're a healer with divine physician when it comes to relationships. There are relationships that need to be healed. And you can do this through your mind. You can send love and light out through your mind. You can travel to spaces all over the world using your mind, throwing light balls of good energy into dark spaces. You are a light that shines bright, and you need to focus your mind on this ascension. So what the universe has next for you, it's very important for you to be this divine physician, to be the healer, to heal self, to heal something within your relationships, to shine your light bright, and to focus your energy on clearing chakras, to focus your energy. You're an energy healer, a light healer. Thank you, angels, for helping me to focus on my priorities. And you also need to prioritize yourself as well. So when you're a light worker and a healer, what the universe is asking you to do is to raise your vibration. And you need to focus on your priorities in order to do that. Clear out all negative spaces in your home. Put on healing and soothing music. Have baths. Salt baths, cleansing your body through good eating, clearing your mind with good thoughts, replacing bad thoughts with good thoughts. So let's find out. So what the universe has planned for you next. You have very, very strong intuition. So thank you, angels, today. I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. So the angels, the universe wants you to know that they have, that they're giving you messages, and that to trust your intuition and your guidance. It's this person has their hands at their temples, but it's almost like, don't listen to anyone else, and don't even listen to yourself. Really take that time to meditate. Don't hate, meditate. Take that time to meditate so that you can focus your energies on what needs to be focused on today. So don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me. Again, you're being guided, and you're being guided to love through meditation, because you can be a wounded healer, but at the end of the day, a healed healer is so much stronger. So with your career, I'll just bring this card out first. Trust your vibes, trust your intuition. You have to enter into some form of spiritual practice. You have to enter into something that aligns with you and your higher self. So if you have a 9-to-5 job, because you have to pay your bills, of course, then it's something that you need to do on the side. So if you've been thinking about doing something to do with light work, to do with spiritual work, to do whatever that is, whatever your guidance is telling you to do, it's time to start doing it. I'm even getting crocheting and knitting. So like crocheting and knitting blankets to give to homeless people, making sandwiches I'm getting now as well to give to home. So there's something here to do with homeless people or people in need. It could even be a sorrowful neighbour who needs some food, needs some love, needs some attention. Often when people are going through grief, other people stay away or it's like you're being love bombed. It's everybody comes out from everywhere offering help to the grieving person or the person who's maybe healing from an operation. But then after a few days, a week or whatever, they all start to disappear. Spirit wants you to be the person who's still there. The last one to leave the party kind of energy, but in this case, helping others. And also there's something about bringing a community together, bringing some neighbours together to set up some kind of plan with each other to look after one another as well, is what I'm getting. So you need to trust your vibes. So career, thank you, divine angels. Career. The Tower. So things are crumbling here with the Tower. There's a lot of destruction in the world. Blessings to everybody who's going through such difficult times in North Carolina, Florida, all over the Middle East, of course. That's ramping up. So there could also be people who've lost their homes. There could also be victims of fire here, that kind of thing. So a tower has fallen as well, but also ego. What's preventing you from going out and doing these things is an ego energy preventing you. So it's not that you're prideful or negative ego, it's that you don't think or you don't believe that people want you to do this for them. You feel you're afraid of rejection, that your help won't be appreciated in some way. That's all ego. We have to do it selflessly and not worry about that. So whatever it is you're thinking about doing today, you need to go out and do it. So this is what the angels are telling you to do. So when it comes to your career as well, maybe the old ways are crumbling as well. And this is, you have to make that transition between your old life and your new life and taking steps towards that new life. Because if you don't start having it like an action plan for your new life, then you could find yourself without a job. You could find you'll be forced out of where you don't belong on a spiritual level. So try not to see that as an ego thing of you being personally rejected. It's the universe pushing you on to your next plan. So there could be something to do with emergency work in here and these sorts of things, giving you spare time. And that spare time job or whatever it is, that spare time passion or occupation, that is actually going to grow into your career. So don't be afraid to let the tower fall because you're being pushed in the right direction. So what does the universe have next for you? Career. Oh. Things are going to fall into your lap a little bit, but you have to start taking steps. There's no way of avoiding the tower, so you need to make plans for a new path for yourself. Something that you feel is right for you, trusting your vibes, trusting your intuition. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, you've put up a lot of battles, but you're a beacon of light. In this deck, the Light Seers Tarot, you see this person standing tall, holding a light for others to see. So all the struggles you've been through, you could be young, young people struggle and have had difficult lives and are also here to be light workers and spiritual guides for others. There's a barrier here that you cannot cross, because this is almost like once you set your new career path in motion, you will be a light and they will come to you like moths to a flame, is what I'm getting as well. Also, if you're going through a very difficult time, there is someone around you who is putting their light vibe out. And that's what we're saying, put your light out there through your mind, focusing on what needs to be focused on. There is a boundary here at the moment. There's a boundary that can't be crossed, is what I'm getting. Yeah, and I think that's, yes, go out and do the things that you need to do, but when it comes to healing people and being that light, they will come to you or they'll start to gather. You're kind of in it alone at the moment and you're wondering, you're looking out into the world and seeing all of this destruction and you're seeing all of these difficulties It could just be one person in your life who may need your attention and they're not letting you know. So you need to be a support. Your fences need fixing or something as well. But you need support. It could even be a neighbour, something to do with a neighbour. So your career. And then the Four of Cups. So disappointment, looking back in the past, feeling disappointed. It could also be a psychological, you may be looking back, because cups are emotional, yes, but they're also psychological. So you could be looking back thinking that you missed an opportunity when you were young to have done something. Maybe you would have liked to have been a psychologist. Maybe you would have liked to have gone into care work, but you went into a more ego-driven workforce because that had the most potential for financial growth and career. So you're looking back or you could even be looking at others being more successful than you. You have to stop comparing yourself to other people, because what the universe has next for you is that if you help one person today, many will come tomorrow, is what I'm getting to say to you. So know that there is still an offer coming your way, but it is being sent by Spirit, that one cup that you're not seeing because you're too busy reflecting into if, what if, too many what ifs, so you need to release that. One more. And the Six of Pentacles, there you go. What you're not seeing that this one cup in the Four of Cups is the Six of Pentacles. What comes around goes around. You're worried about money. If I lose my 9-to-5 job, or if I take a different career path, or if I just quit my ego job altogether, where will the money come from? And the Divine is telling you that there is reciprocal payments here, that you will receive the money that you need. You could even go on benefits for a little bit as well. So as far as your career is concerned, things will pay off for you, but you have to let the tower fall. And also, because we were saying that you need to plan for a new career, for a new way forward in your life as a person of spirit and light. There's a squirrel here. You need to start squirreling something away. So, you need like a separate savings account for a rainy day is what I'm getting here as well. And trust your vibes. And a numerology card, career. Oh, look at that. New beginnings. Yeah, solar plexus here as well. Something that you feel very passionate about. This is the card of finance as well. So there's a new beginning when it comes to finances as well, freeing you up for a financial future. And nature, knowing your true nature, and this is health as well. So this reading is about career, new beginnings, finances, partnership, passion. You'll be partnering with people that you don't normally hang out with, but they will be the right people for you. Getting into nature. It could be to do with natural medicines. It could be to do with park rangers, or could be just planting a beautiful garden and sharing your abundance with your neighbours even. Things like that is what I'm getting to say to you. So that's amazing. So finances, don't hate, meditate. So let's have a look at your finances, will we? Don't hate, meditate, finances. Oh, okay. I've been told to put this away. I think deep down you know it's going to be okay, but you're worried that it's not. So finances, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Finances. Eight of Cups, yeah, so you're needing to walk away. Perhaps you were on a spiritual path, but you've been diverted. Perhaps you panicked in some way. But Eight of Cups as well, leaving the past behind. Do not talk about your past anymore. It's now a time to listen to others and their past. It's time to heal others. And the more we talk about our past, the more it stays with us. So there's a time to let go now. There's a time to move forward towards the light, towards the sun. There could be something here to do with a vacation, to do with water and beaches and things like that. I'm getting it's been a psychological test for you, or psychological trauma is something in the cards here. So you need to walk away from your past, from all the things that felt familiar to you, but actually do not serve you anymore when it comes to your finances. You could have walked away with nothing. You may have had to leave with nothing. At the moment, you kind of have nothing but the guidance of spirit and light. You have to trust that and have faith. Finances. Finance. And that's a hard thing to do when you're trying to put food in your mouth. Finances. We have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands. Again, more running away, or is it running towards? So the Knight of Swords here as well. There's some kind of contract here. We've got motorcycles and archers, which is kind of Sagittarius energy. Page of Wands is Sagittarius energy, but the Knight of Swords is an air sign. You're running in tandem with someone else as well. There could be a partnership here, or somebody in your life. You have the same goals, you have the same ambition. They're needing to catch up a little bit. You've moved on ahead much faster than them, and they're needing to run to catch up, and they will. And the Page of Wands, new creative energy, inspiration, this is joy and freedom as well. So yeah, you don't have much, and you may have very little. Sorry, my battery went flat. Yeah, you might have very little, but there's freedom in this. It's like the universe is saying, because there's no pentacles here, so the universe is kind of saying, you just need to go with it. You just need to run with it and trust that Six of Pentacles will come your way. And the Ace of Wands, feeling inspired, creative energy. It could be a Kundalini awakening going on here as well. But the Ace of Wands is very successful, and it's a creative energy. So you're being asked to create. But yeah, somebody's running to catch up with you as well, or things are all going to catch up with you. Finances, don't hate, meditate. You could be starting some kind of spiritual business or creative endeavor. There's a celebration here, that's what I'm getting as well. One more card for finances. What's the outcome for finances? What the universe has next for you. I think what the universe is saying by not giving us any pentacles, we already had it with the career, that you will get a payment of some kind coming in, a steady payment coming in. So the universe is kind of saying, look, stop worrying about the money, stop worrying about the material, and walk this path with me, because it's going to free you. It's going to get you onto the path that you're meant to get onto. Leaving it all behind to start again. Finances. And the Ace of Cups. So you've got an Ace of Wands and an Ace of Cups. So there could be a new beginning in love here as well. But also things that you love and feel passionate about. You need to be heart-centered, getting your mind off the worry of money. And believe me, the money does come from absolutely nowhere when you need it. But trust your intuition, trust your vibes. So like if the divine, not you ego nagging yourself, oh, I've got to do this to get money. No, meditate on it. And let the divine guide you to where you need to be. So your finances aren't a problem. It's almost like you don't have to worry about the money, even if you haven't got any right now, because something is about to pay off for you. You're going to become this healer, this divine physician. It'll be a dream come true for you. Numerology cards. Oh, creativity. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, creativity. Look at all these cards spilling out everywhere. So yeah, things are just going to overflow as well. yeah, one thing's going to lead to another is what I'm getting. If you're thinking about someone or worried about someone, could be a masculine, they're going to run and catch up with you. Oh, individuality. You can't have herd mentality. You can't be a sheep. You have to go your own way, is what I'm getting to tell you. And compassion. So that brings us back to your spiritual path. Having compassion for yourself, having compassion for others. You're going to live over the next few months in particular, you're going to reduce everything to a more simple lifestyle. You're not a person, like, we don't really need much. We just think, we're just kind of wanting more and more all the time. So your needs are going to be fulfilled and you're going to be protected financially while you're getting onto this new path. So you need to start planning, is what I'm getting to say to you. Start planning, maybe squirrel some money away. You may have to rely on your own finances for a little while until the ball gets rolling, is what I'm getting to say to you. And partnerships here as well. Divine Physician. Somebody very, very dark. One's very dark, one is very fair. This person looks like a matador. It looks like Prince, really. Or Symbol, as he liked to be called before he passed. Blessings to him. So there is a partnership here for you as well. I'm getting opposites attract. You might seem like opposites at first, but you're actually simpatico. You're in tune with one another. We're often with our relationships, especially the ones that fail, often we seem to have everything in common and then find out we have nothing in common. This is the reverse to that. This person is not your usual type, but they are a healer as well. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. They are a health person. They could be in the health industry of some kind, but they also look after themselves very, very well. And there's a healing together energy here going on as well, where you're more into the mysteries, the high priestess energy, the secrets and mysticism, psychic ability, that kind of thing. This person heals with their hands. They could be into Reiki. Maybe they don't even realize it, but they just have this natural healing energy. We have the efficacious, I can never say that, you know, the medicine. So there's something here to do with medicine here. So like, yeah, you seem different. Like this person's more science, you're more spirit. But you kind of, your souls have the same purpose, and that's a spiritual purpose. So tell me more about this partnership. Oh, the Emperor. There we go. So we have an Emperor here. So somebody who's very, very successful. They could be the top of their field. And they have a chess piece here, the Bishop. So they play chess as well. They could actually be in politics even. Or something to do with politics. But they don't play checkers, they play chess. This is the Emperor here. They're also interested in things like the Illuminati and all of those sorts of things as well. But if you see the ram's skull at the back, they're not magicians. Like, they're not involved in the dark forces, but there's something here to do with they're interested in cracking the codes, cracking the Illuminati codes and things like that. But if you see, look at this divine light pouring down upon them, the orbs and things like that. So there could be an age difference here as well. One of you or both of you could have 2 children or 2 adult children, or you will have 2 children with this person, one of each, pigeon pair. And then we have a King of Swords here. So highly intellectual. They could be in a partnership, or the business partnership could be involved two masculine energies. Or this person could actually be a psychologist. They could work with masculines in some way. So because you have this person sitting on a couch looking at this person who seems to be depressed, or you know, there's a sad energy here with the blackbirds and things around them. So they could be a psychologist, or they could work with men, like men's groups and things like that. But also highly intellectual energy here as well. There's somebody to do here with mountain climbing and meditation, like Nepal maybe, or Everest. Somebody's an adventurer here as well, and there's Batman. They could have, that's the other thing too, they could have an alter ego. They're very professional by day, but in their personal life, they're much more adventurous. They don't really talk about their personal life to others they work with. They keep that separate. But they definitely are somebody who looks out into the world and how to conquer it in different ways. So they could be very much an adventurer. Relationship. So what does the universe have next for you? How are you going to meet this person if you haven't already? How are you going to meet this person if you haven't already? How are you going to meet this person if you haven't already? How are you going to meet this? Oh, Queen of Swords energy. So you're on a boat. You're just sailing on by. There's lots of flags out. Yeah, you're going to meet them while you're out and about. It could be something to do with boating or sailing, you know, because she's steering her own course. You're not paying attention. Being the Queen of Swords, you have no interest in wanting a partner. This person isn't your type. You could be looking at somebody like the King of Swords. But this person, that's what I'm saying. Like at first you don't think you have anything in common or that it's not your usual type. But actually you are a perfect match here. This is what this is saying, King and Queen of Swords. So you're a perfect match. And the Seven of Pentacles as well. There's abundance here, there's growth. Yeah, there's something to do with nature and gardening and things like that as well. So being very fruitful. This person doesn't waste any time, or you don't. They're very, very fruitful. Yeah. And prosperous. It's almost like, hello, sorry, my camera cut off again because my memory card was full. But yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, I was saying, I just had a quick look at the last words I said. The Justice card came out too while I was oblivious to the camera switching off. So the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it's almost like everything they touch turns to gold. So there could be something here to do with career, finance. This person's going to encourage you as well. They're going to encourage you to grow. So there's a support system coming in here. If you have felt alone, because we had the Eight of Cups, you know, going off towards the sunset alone, and perhaps you've spent time alone. But this person's going to become very inspiring. You know, they are a boss, you know, they are a CEO, they are the emperor. It also, there's something here to do with possibly changing scenery, moving from a desert place where there's roadkill and skulls everywhere, the desert, to a mountainous area as well, where there are people who are less conservative, who are more aligned to you spiritually as well. So there could be that. So there's justice here as well. There's balance, everything coming together. There's new friendships coming. This person's very intellectual, or you are, or you both are, and you both fight for justice. This is something, going back to the career section, and where, you know, where the universe, what the universe has planned for you next, that tower crumbling. You have to be a seeker of justice and truth. You have to live by your truth, and that's where it begins. It's not about going out and outing people. It's going out and walking in your truth. And you can see people for who they are because you have this psychic ability as well. Oh, God. Synchronicity. So yes, the time, you'll know the time is right because it'll just happen anyway. You know, you're sitting in one place 1 minute, in a job 1 minute, next thing you're packing boxes and you think, wow, how did I make this decision? You actually didn't make the decision. It was made for you by your higher self and moving you on. So 11 as well with the Justice card, that's your path as well. It's a spiritual path, and everything's going to align in ways that you couldn't imagine. Oh, and look at that, health. Health and parenting, so there could be something here to do with, you know, helping other parents, or health, that kind of thing, or this person deals with grieving parents, and, you know, psychology in some way. And health as well. Good health is very important. You need to also look after your own health, get out into the fresh air, get some exercise, things like that. What's the outcome here for this. Oh, follow your dreams. And that's it too. You have to follow your dreams. You can't just dream your dreams. You have to follow them. Oh, and again, same card, new beginnings. So you have and the environment, 44 kept coming up as well. So 63, 36, 9, 71, 17 or 8, which is about power. 85, 58 and 13, so that's rebirth and change. It's also a 4, which is stability as well. Like, there's no more towers in your life. Everything's going to be smooth sailing. The weather is fine, smooth sailing. Yeah, you're definitely moving somewhere else. You're definitely going from a dry, hot place to a cool, mountainous place. And you'll be meeting your perfect people, is what I'm getting to say to you. You'll be able to grow gardens. There's something here to do with gardens and community gardening. So yeah, follow your dreams. And like, you can be 85 and listening to this, or 58, 71, 63, or 36 or 17, and this reading, is meant for you. Don't think that there isn't a new beginning for you, no matter how old or young you are. You just have to keep fighting for it. Don't give up. Don't give up on anything, because it's only just beginning. Tolkien, he didn't publish The Lord of the Rings until he was nearly, in his 70s or something, 60s, 70s, or maybe it was 50s. But it was, he was much older. I think he was in his 60s. And he didn't do it till he retired. And he basically said, that if he had known how successful The Lord of the Rings was going to be in his own time, which it was, he would have retired earlier. See what I mean? So there could be some kind of it'll feel like retirement. No matter what you're doing or how old you are, it'll feel like a retirement plan, because it's going to be filled. Your life will be filled. It'll feel like one big long vacation. And don't worry about the money, because abundance is coming your way. The money will be there. So, okay, that's your reading. What the universe has for you next. That's big. It's a big one. Alright, love to you guys. Have faith. Trust your intuition. Look after your health as well. Alright, bye.